Lot 17, the Sinclair heirloom watch.
That was my father's.
Was. Past tenants, Ava.
Don't make a scene.
Take it down. Now.
Oh, and one more thing. Julie and I are engaged.
You stole my father's watch? And my fiancé in one night?
Maybe you just lose everything worth keeping.
Move.
Ma'am, step back.
Ava, your father left debts, not treasures.
He left proof.
She's unstable. Remove her.
Just go, please.
You don't get to sound kind now.
Your father died a thief. You'll leave as one.
Let her go.
Who the hell are you?
Damian Blackwood.
Is this a joke?
No, it's an exit. I need a legal wife before tomorrow's trust vote.
And I need my father's name cleared.
Then marry me. Walk back in as Mrs. Blackwood. You have 10 seconds to hate me or use me.
Why me?
Because they already tried to erase you.
You know who did this?
I know the watch was never meant to reach auction.
What do you want from me?
A wife on paper. No love, no bed, no lies outside the contract.
Rich men always call cages contracts. You're buying a vote.
I'm keeping my seat before my uncle takes it.
And I get what?
Access. The estate, the archives, the people who buried your father.
90 days.
Long enough to find what you need.
If you touch my father's proof, I burn you first.
Fair.
Damien! Tell me that is not what I think it is.
It is.
A charity scandal in heels. Bold choice.
Say that again when I'm family.
The board will never accept her.
They don't vote on my wife.
Then let's ruin their night.
Do you, Ava Sinclair, take Damius Blackwood as your lawful husband?
I do.
And do you, Damius Blackwood?
I do. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Blackwood.
Don't call me that like it means something.
It means doors open.
What is she doing here?
Coming home.
Morning, family.
You married him?
You got engaged overnight. I got efficient.
This is desperate, even for you. No. Desperate was begging thieves to give back my father's watch.
You're gambling the family name.
No. I'm protecting it.
Another contract?
A shield. Sign nothing unless I see it first.
You give orders fast for a fake husband.
You walked into a house that eats people. Your room. Mine is across the hall.
Good. I'd hate to stab the wrong man in my sleep. Mom? She wore this the night she left.
Put it down.
Why do you have my mother's hairpin?
Because this house took more from you than a watch.
Answer me. Was my mother part of your little archive too?
No.
Then why keep it hidden?
Because every answer in this room can get you killed.
Convenient.
You hate the wrong man, Abe.
You expect me to believe that?
No. I expect you to survive long enough to prove it. The person who wants you gone is in that room.
Name them.
If I do, you'll run at them.
Maybe they deserve it.
They want you angry. Angry women sign bad papers.
Then I'll smile.
Wow, the bride found the bedroom before the reception.
Jealous already?
My wife doesn't explain herself to guests.
She was my fiancée yesterday.
And today your background noise.
Careful, Mrs. Blackwood. Names are expensive here.
Good. I plan to spend it.
That was fast. Sign it, and tonight gets easier.
Or we remind everyone why your father died disgraced.
You're scared of a fake wife?
We're scared of parasites with lawyers.
Then buy better bug spray.
Sign, Ava.
You cornered my wife with a waiver?
She needs boundaries.
No. You need silence.
What is that?
Nothing that belongs to you. Victor, tell your bride to stop digging, or the next Sinclair relic goes in the ground.
You mean this one?
That pin is fake. Then why did you flinch? Give it to me, Ava.
Touch her, and you'll need a new hand. She stole family property.
My mother wore this before your family buried her name.
Victor, the bag.
You don't want this fight.
I married it.
That's my father's audit.
It's a dead man's mistake.
Dead men don't scare you, paper does.
Damien, control your wife.
She's not the one losing control.
Pearl room?
A clerical note. Then why hide it in your jacket?
Where is the Pearl Room?
Ask your husband. He has keys to every locked door here.
You knew that name.
Yes.
Open the Pearl Room.
No.
You married me for my father's ghost. Don't lock him away now.
I'm keeping you alive.
If anyone says that right before they bury a woman,
The Pearl Room is not a room you walk into.
then walk me in.
You have a private archive.
My family has private sins. If I swipe this, Victor knows in 30 seconds.
Good. Let him sweat.
He won't sweat. He'll strike.
Then stop holding the door for him.
You lied. It is a room.
It's a trap with walls.
Cute. Newlyweds sneaking into basements. Mom said you'd steal something tonight. Tell your mom she talks too much. Breakfast comes with evidence.
You cropped him out.
Did I?
Your wife broke into protected archives. My card opened that door.
That makes it worse.
Say why we were there.
Not here.
Sign, and this stays inside the family.
This says I can't mention my father.
It says you can't weaponize grief.
You mean evidence. Sign like a good Mrs. Blackwood.
She signs nothing at breakfast. Then she faces the board at noon.
You defended me, then muzzled me.
I stopped a public execution.
No, you moved it to noon.
Don't fight him in that room.
Why? Because I'll lose?
Because he already bought the rules.
Then I'll break something he owns. Mrs. Blackwood, sign the waiver.
Which one? You people keep printing cages.
This cage comes with a roof.
Careful.
Sign, and your little scandal disappears.
My father didn't die for your paperwork. You wanted a crown. Enjoy the leash.
At least I didn't inherit mine from a lie.
Control her. As legal heir, I suspend this review.
You'll trigger a trust penalty.
Bill me.
You burned power for me.
Don't romanticize it.
I wasn't. I'm counting debts. Beneficiary?
Ava.
Was I a wife or a file?
You're alive because I found that file.
Wrong answer.
Victor was searching for you.
And you got there first. Congrats.
I married you to block him.
You married me to use what he wanted. Wow. Honeymoon's dead already?
Leave.
Not before the widow gets her gift.
You're not even subtle.
Subtle is for women with time. That's my father's watch.
Ava, don't.
Where's the proof? You came alone. Good girl. Give me the watch. Say please.
Please bleed quietly.
Beg better, Ava.
You locked the door. That's not confidence, that's fear.
On camera, it's self-defense.
You cut yourself on my hairpin. No.
You attacked me for a dead man's watch. Then keep recording.
You wanted the watch at auction.
I wanted you humiliated.
Too late.
You think one line saves you?
No, but it buries you. What did you do? Nothing. Old chapels have dead zones.
Drop it.
She came at me. Ask her why she locked me in.
She's dangerous, Damien.
She's cornered, there's a difference. Let me see it.
No. EV. You know that name. You should burn that. Then it matters.
I know where it was hidden. Your mother was in this house.
Sign, or leave the house before breakfast.
Cute. Is blackmail always served with coffee here? She attacked me in a chapel.
Allegedly. Your wife is a liability.
Then why are you so scared I'll stay?
Read Clause 7.
You mean the part where I give up access to family records?
For the protection of the trust.
No. It protects whoever forged the past.
Mrs. Blackwood, you are not here to investigate.
I married in. That makes it my mess too. That's what the trustees will see. Not the locked door?
They see what the record preserves.
Conveniently edited.
The inheritance vote can be frozen for 48 hours.
So this isn't about my behavior.
It's about control.
Smart girls survive by knowing when they lost.
Smart women sign in ink and fight in blood. She signed.
She stayed.
One more matter.
That's my mother.
Your mother was not a guest.
Then what was she?
A name they erased.
Blackwoods don't erase people for fun.
No. They do it for votes.
Open the cabinet.
If we open it, you can't unsee what's inside.
Good. My father built the key into his watch.
He expected you to find it.
Containment?
That's what they call destroying a man without touching him.
They moved my mother.
And paid to hide it.
East wing check. Door shows movement.
You said no one comes here.
I said no one should.
Let go.
Stop breathing like you want to stab me.
I'm deciding where.
Mr. Blackwood?
She wrote to me.
Ava, wait.
That includes you.
I didn't write that letter.
But you knew where to find it. Tell me one thing without managing me.
Eleanor saved my life.
Smile, Mrs. Blackwood.
I was told to give this to you alone.
Who?
No name, just the old trust seal.
Hands off. Perfect.
Your wife is busy. That's a still frame.
It is enough to trigger review.
She's pushing him off.
Trustees don't study feelings, they study risk. Cut her loose before she cuts your vote.
Tell me this is staged.
It was staged.
By whom?
Your family. Pick a villain.
This is what I got. Not a lover.
She was not your enemy.
I asked who she was.
She was the reason I survived that house.
He saw the photo.
Then we remove her without asking him.
She won't come.
She will. Offer her father's sealed file. No, she'll walk in proud. That's why it will break her. Your husband can't save you in this room.
I didn't ask for saving. Careful. They took your little watch. And still, you're the one shaking.
This hearing concerns spousal risk to the Blackwood Trust.
Say it plainly. You want me erased.
We prefer corrected.
You brought me here to divorce me?
To free the trust from contamination.
And to free Damien from charity work. What's in it?
Your father's last recorded statement.
Sign, and you may hear it privately.
No.
She is my wife. I attend. This is a private trust procedure. Then record my objection.
I told you not to manage me.
I'm not managing. I'm choosing.
How romantic. Play the tape.
If Ava ever asks, tell her the truth. She was never meant to carry my name.
Turn it off. No.
Ava is not my blood.
Ava, did your revenge just lose its surname?
Say one more word.
Open the file.
If this tape plays, I'm already dead. Ava is not my blood. She is my daughter by law, by oath, and by every damn scar I took to keep her alive.
Don't touch it. That still makes her nobody.
It makes Thomas braver than anyone in this room.
This addendum was sealed by trust order.
Why is my name in a Blackwood trust file?
Because your father lied for money.
Then let the file prove it.
Read the ugly part.
What is this?
If you claim black blood, Damien loses his wife's vote by sunrise.
Revenge or husband? Pick one.
Ava, don't answer him.
I want the blood verification.
Sign it, or your saint of a father becomes a criminal on paper.
You're threatening a dead man.
I'm protecting the trust. You're burying evidence.
Cute, the contract husband found a conscience. What happens if I refuse?
The board convenes at midnight.
He knew before the meeting. That could be forged. Ask him why he married you so fast.
Not love, leverage. Say that again when you're not hiding behind Victor. You're already hiding behind Damien. Did you unseal my file before you married me?
Yes.
How much of me did you buy?
I was trying to keep Victor from burying you.
Midnight vote in 20 minutes. Ava, wait.
No. I'm reading every page myself. Of course, his key opens every cage.
Ava, that archive is monitored.
Good. Let them watch me stop being stupid.
That sounded guilty.
Don't open that.
Spousal cover.
That memo was bait for Victor.
You wrote my cage and called it bait?
I married you so he couldn't erase you.
And so you could count my vote. That silence is loud. You were there.
I went to warn him.
Warn him from what?
Not here.
What did you do to my father? Answer me.
I didn't hurt Thomas.
But you knew he was in danger.
Yes.
And you still married his daughter without telling her.
I was trying to keep you alive.
I am done being kept.
Heartbreak looks good on you. Move.
Not before you hear the offer. Say Damien used you for the trust vote. I release the full birth file.
And Thomas?
His name stays clean.
One signature, and you finally matter.
Your mother left this with my family.
Don't use her.
I'm not. She wanted you to have it when you were safe.
You already prepared my exit.
I prepared a choice. Ava, don't get in that car!
You don't get to order me anymore.
Bring the file. Bring the marriage.
She finally learned.
He will destroy you.
Then I'll destroy him first.
Mrs. Blackwood is present? Say the line.
What line?
Damien married me for the trust vote. I want the full file first.
You're in my car, Ava. That is the first lesson.
And I'm still not your dog. Open it.
Your mother had a Blackwood beneficiary claim.
My mother was tied to your trust?
She was a problem.
And you're the leftover. Keep talking, Victor.
Divorce Damien, testify fraud, then you get the rest. Ava, put the pen down.
You found me fast.
Because Victor always drives victims to the same room. Careful, Damien, she came willingly.
I begged you for truth.
I can give it now.
Now is too late.
Welcome to the winning side.
You bought the truth with your marriage.
Open it.
Ava, don't let him own the room.
He already owns the room. I want the file. This is real?
Certified. Sealed. Buried. That page was never in the discovery file.
So you knew something was missing.
I knew Victor hid something. Not this. The original key page stays with me.
He gave you a leash, not the truth.
And you gave me silence.
Walk out with him, and the key page disappears tonight.
You touch that record, I drag the trustees in before sunrise. Come with me. I can still fix this.
You don't get to fix what you helped hide.
Smart girl.
I'm not on his side. I'm on my father's.
She is no longer protected by marriage.
You love using papers like knives.
That divorce is not filed. It is signed. The trustees only need intent.
Then let them look at mine. This says I get a review.
A review is not a seat.
It blocks removal until the hearing.
You knew that rule?
I know the trust. I didn't know you were named in it.
You still need the original page.
And you still need me scared.
I froze the removal vote.
For me?
For the truth.
If you lie again, I walk.
Then don't trust me. Trust the lock.
My mother's pendant opened your vault.
Then Victor lied about more than one page.
My last name is on your vault.
Not mine. The trust's.
That sounds like a rich man's excuse.
Then use it against us.
Don't touch it like it's yours.
Then you open it.
They called him a thief.
This says witness.
They erased him.
We're not alone.
Of course you ran to the basement.
You buried my father down here.
No, Ava. Your father volunteered for a lie. Victor, open the damn door.
Last chance. Page for the door.
You mean my father's life for my heir?
There's another exit.
Then move.
Run all you want. The vault remembers every thief.
Good. Then it remembers you.
You have 3 minutes before security arrives.
Access revoked.
He's hurting us.
I know.
Still think the system is yours?
No, that's why I hate it.
Why did you marry me, really?
At first, votes.
Finally, a clean lie.
Then I found a letter.
You kept that from me?
Because everyone who touched your file got ruined. Ava, wait.
I'm done waiting. You carry the guilt, I carry the proof.
Fair.
You walk in front.
Always. You think a backup saves you?
No, it saves my father.
And it buries you.
Then bring me the original birth page.
Sign only if you want to.
You're giving up control?
I'm giving it back.
I don't need a husband tonight.
What do you need?
A witness who won't flinch.
Going to your execution dressed like a bride?
Better than hiding like a coward.
That document was never in the case index. Because decent families keep filth sealed.
Open it downstairs.
With pleasure.
If that affidavit is forged, I can stall.
No. If I fall, you play this.
You're not falling alone. She always was alone.
Not anymore.
Tonight, the end of fraud.
That's not a confession.
It is better. It is motive.
He swapped the packet.
She married in, signed out, and came for the trust.
Then let's show them what I came for.
She signed out. Then she came back for blood.
Mrs. Blackwood, that is a criminal accusation.
No, I came back because you buried a murder.
Then let her show the proof.
My father refused to falsify Blackwood numbers.
He was convicted.
After your lawyers erased the audit trail.
Run the drive, now.
You corrupted it.
I preserve procedure.
Without chain of custody, the statement cannot stop the vote.
That rule protects evidence, not criminals. Remove her before she contaminates the room.
Touch me, and every director here becomes part of the cover-up.
She withdrawn before filing closed.
Then she is still your legal spouse.
You kept that?
I kept you in the room.
Marriage does not make her blood.
Good. Let's talk about blood. Don't blink, Victoria.
That paper is stolen.
It was hidden in my mother's things.
This record names a sealed beneficiary line.
Read the next line.
Potential voting interest, pending identity verification.
You're filing it right now? Wheel pulls from the source.
I am protecting Blackwood from a fraud.
No. You're protecting yourself.
One more step, nephew, and I suspend your voting paraxol.
He's not the one you fear.
This office received the same notice 27 years ago.
And erased me anyway.
Your mother begged to stay hidden.
She begged you to keep me safe.
Ava, I didn't know this part.
But you knew there was a part.
She gets a temporary seat until verification closes.
Then verify her in front of everyone.
10 minutes, Ava. Then the lie dies.
Good. Yours first.
Ava, wait!
No! You wait.
When did you know I mattered to the trust?
Before the wedding.
So the contract was never just marriage.
It was protection.
It was acquisition.
I used the marriage to get you inside.
And to keep your vote.
Yes.
Thank you for finally not lying.
I am done owning your choice.
If she signs out, she loses standing.
Then I choose when to leave.
This is a direct accusation from a dead woman.
From a woman you needed dead.
This signature is predated.
That voids the lockout request. The hearing proceeds with Mrs. Blackwood present. She is poisoning this board.
No. I'm disinfecting it.
Are you sure?
I'm sure you don't get to save me quietly anymore.
Then I will bury you publicly.
The maternal record is authentic.
Authentic does not mean entitled.
It means you lied before I was born.
She has standing. Put it on record. Recorded.
I had a mirror copy.
That confession destroyed my father.
This implicates trust counsel and executive authority.
You all eat from my table!
No. They ate from stolen plates.
Motion carries. Security.
She is the scandal!
I'm the receipt.
You think love protects her?
No, truth does.
You owe me nothing.
Mrs. Blackwood, the temporary chair seat is yours to accept.
Not as his wife. As the woman you erased. I accept the seat.
You will choke on that name.
Effective immediately.
No. I'll clean it.
Madam Chair.
This family survives because of men like me.
Victor Blackwood is referred for criminal investigation.
This family rotted because of men like you.
They lose the shares.
They lose what they stole.
I won't ask you to stay.
Good.
I will ask if I can start over.
Without a contract?
Without a weapon.
Then ask me like a man, not a Blackwood.
I choose you when you owe me nothing.
I choose you because I can walk away.
Both signatures are voluntary.
Mrs. Blackwood?
Ava first. Whatever that is, we open it together.